Hey fam, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a TND, Time No Day. You know, the channel is all about cutting down on costs and trying to expatiate on your liberty and all that and your freedom. There's nothing as sweet as freedom, fans. So let us just get into the nitty-gritty of the whole video. Follow me up and see what we have for you in the store. You guys can see that we are right in our own living room and we've turned it literally to a salon. All this because we want to cut down on costs. Sometimes it's not even about cutting down on costs, but you actually have the money, but the time involved and the style that you need as an African hair, you know, the Afro hair is not as easy as the Oibo hair. So this is what we are doing at our home to cut down on costs and in order to also exercise our freedom, you know. So, folks, you guys have been doing this all this morning, and how do you feel about your hair?
Tired and exhausted, getting up very early just to do my hair while we're in Africa. We can go like at midday and there's someone to do our hair for us, but now it's really difficult and yes.
Yeah. It's not just only difficult, but there are a lot of challenges because if you don't have a free day off from school, you cannot actually allocate the time in order to do this. So let us go to your mom and hear what she says about having to wake up so early in the morning to stop her sleep in order to catch time to do this. You know, the European system is so busy that we don't get to do things much of the times the way we want. So, what do you say about this?
You can see my table there. Not be small thing. Table packed with all kind hair products. You know, e be like say person dey na for salon. You know, we just have to have these things to make it easier for us to manage the hair. You know. And e no be for pay, e no be like say person dey na pay wey you just go sit relax yourself and your hair is being done for you for a really cheaper price. Yeah, my sister, money no dey o. There is no freedom to even go anyhow go sit down for salon like that. You first suppose to book for the place in which you have to go to. If they have space that day, then can you go to plait your hair. But also the finances wey dey involved, my brother, no be small thing o. So we just suppose to do the hair as much as we can on our own, even if we don't like what we are doing, but we have to manage because being a family of 5, having 3 girls and myself, a family of 7, having 3 girls, children, taking each of them in the salon no be luxury o guy, luxury no dey this place. So I suppose manage, put my small know-how, you know, in practice and do that hair. Whereas Africa, you know, now
Naomi and
not
Sams.
only is the weather fine,
Naomi and Sams.
the people are kind, and the money is affordable to go and sit in a very good place, relax, having some juice, and yeah, I think it's much better back home where you can relax, you can meet people, talk with people when doing your hair. Not like here you have to do everything on your own because you are afraid that you go sit down for salon before you wan know they don give you price wey you cannot afford. So e no really dey easy family, but thank God for the strength to be even have to plait these children hair. E no easy, but it's fine.
Okay, before we proceed, I want to talk a little bit, or I want to talk a little bit to the other 2 little girls in the family that you plaited them. One of them early this morning and one of them as late night of yesterday. We'll start with the younger one, Sams. How are you?
I'm fine.
Yes. Your mother plaited your hair yesterday, right? How do you feel? Do you like it? Did you say thank you to your mom? Do you like what your mother does on your hair? Yeah. Will you recommend your mother to be a hairstylist to other people in future? We'll go to the next little girl, Naomi.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah, early this morning you had to sacrifice your sleep because your mother woke you as early as about 6 a.m. this morning in order to put you on in this beautiful face that you are carrying right now. Because school starts again after the Easter break tomorrow. So your mother is the type of woman who want to always make sure that you people as neat as the Englishman wants and deserves. So, do you like your hairstyle?
Yes.
Yes. Will you say it is a good thing that your mother did this morning? Yeah. So now let's get back to the author of the salon or the author of the hairdresser herself. Yeah, madam, what do you say about what you've achieved so far with your children, your 3 children? How much would you have saved if you had to book an appointment, create time, move to the salon, buy the children something to distract them? Because as you know, they will be crying and they will be, I know here they pay per hour and everything is like per hour, and if the children are not steady and quiet, they are going to use you a lot of money because they are going to use more hours in order to get the same thing that you've done in your home. What would you say?
My brother, for these 3 girls, man no go spend less than 3,000 krona for their hair. Yeah, so
This 3,000 krona, how much is this in equivalence to your Cameroon CFA? A crown now is about 60 francs CFA. 3,000 crowns will be about 180,000 francs CFA.
Yeah.
That is too much. That is way too much.
yeah, so you can imagine if you were to take these girls all the time to the salon to have their hair done, then we barely just work to plait their hair, whereas there are other bills to cater for. There is the house bill, there's electric bill, there is internet, there is motor, every bill that you can think of is we have to pay them here for this Europe. They're not been at Bings. So yeah, I have been in Africa for the past 3 years. It was freedom, friends. It was freedom, I thought I didn't have freedom in Africa till I came here again. Now I'm finding it very difficult even to adapt, being being that I had to even go to the farm, do things on my pace, having no one on my neck to say blah blah blah, or someone telling me that you have to do this to your children. Now I find it very, very difficult to adapt.
Not only to talk on freedom. If you were in Africa and had to plait these 3 children hair, how much
leave that one. If person be there na Africa, na small thing, na small thing. I will have someone that will even come to my house
and do it for free.
and do it either for not for free, because I don't like I want everyone that is around me to also feel happy. They will be willing to do it for free, but me as a Christian, in one point, I wanting to make every other person happy, that when I have food in my house,
Like
the other people as well, they have food to eat. I go pay 3,000 for these 3 girls now. Then now on my own, now to make the person dey glad, I fit add am 2,000 on top, wey go dey 5,000. You understand now? Yeah, so it will be way cheaper in Africa, in the comfort of the children's home, and the person will be well entertained as well in my house while doing that. So
and good memories as well.
Africa, my friends, Africa is where the freedom is.
You don't know the use of something until
you don't know because the fact that
will you trade off your freedom that you've tasted for the past 3 years with something else?
I don't think so. I cherish the memory. It hasn't been easy. Africa is not a bed for lazy people. It's not easy, but just the fact that you have to work on your own, to use your head in a different way rather than the things that you've been taught in school, to try to come up with ideas on your own, to do things on your own, it makes life more exciting. We are not like program here that you have to go to work Monday to Tuesday, this time to this time, you meet same people in the same bus in the same time that you go out now.
And with all that, it barely exists.
And in all that, you work just to pay your bills. Africa hasn't been easy, but it has been fun. You exercise your freedom, you meet new people, life is exciting, new challenges come your way, and you try yourself to extent where you didn't know you could even, handle. Yes. Yeah,
and there is no life without challenges.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Africa is fun. I no feel like una everything about Africa, my brother, my sisters, we have been there 3 years. It wasn't easy, but they were the best memories. Even till date, our children are like, mama, where are we going back to Africa? Mama, yeah, it's only us. It's only us. Hey, let's see. Yeah, they are fed up because they have seen the differences
The
for
other side.
themselves, and they understand, so yeah, while life is expensive here and we cannot do things the way we do them in Africa, we just have to manage everyone on our own, plait the hair on our own, do everything on our own, so that we can, even have money to feed. Because if you want to pay for everything, as for me and my husband, we're a managing family, so we really have to manage our funds properly. But for those that can afford it, it's luxury for them. But for us, we don't have that kind of luxury here. So
if you have to say something to the world, to the camera who are watching you, what will you say?
uh for me personally, I can just encourage anyone to go to Africa from time
And
to
see
time
for themselves.
and see for themselves. It might not be only Cameroon where you come from. You can go to other African countries and see how people live. It's not easy. We cannot just focus about the fact that Africa, the government does not do this for people. But while the government does not interfere in people's life, or they do not help people, it pushes people to work.
That's even the positive part of it, right?
Yes, it makes people to push themselves than what they have expected of themselves, and also you have the freedom to educate your child the way you want them to grow without being all this wahala wey we will get am for Europe. So I think that my advice to people here in the diaspora is for us to go to Africa once a while and find out, and see. Maybe you don't know what can change your mind, because
Just add something. I think if I understood you well, you are saying that you are not advising anyone to just pack his bags and leave for once and for all, but to go there for himself, see it, test the waters, and know exactly what he's getting into. Because it is not like a walk in the park. You have to test it and know exactly what you are getting into before you make a decision.
Of course, you cannot just pack your bag, guy. You don't fit just pack your bag dey go. Where you dey go? This is where now Europe has been your country, your life, because you've been here for long. Africa is now like a foreign place to you, so you just need to go for visit. If you have family there, go be with them, talk with them, understand, go around, see people that have even small businesses, even people that are roasting corn by the road, that have big business places,
Hawkers,
different
big and
people.
small.
Yeah, big and small. Talk with them, understand, guy. Even if the people they always tell you say it hurts, but then you have someone that will cry to you when wahala dey. You go get someone wey go laugh with you when na time to laugh, and go dey get up from bed when na other person go tell you say get up. You go dey get up when you want for relax, man. Life no be about work till person die. It's about also challenging yourself, and Africa is where we get the challenges, in entrepreneurship, because here no easy for open business. You just wake up like that. Africa dey test us for different ways. So my advice be say make people dey go Africa for holidays, go find out and see, because Africa is expanding, guys. When I was in Africa, I understood, Africa dey expand well. It's not just where this first time people dey talk say no, Africa has changed. So if you have the opportunity to go and seize the opportunity of being a part of that expansion right now, it will be good for you. So yeah, this is my last daughter. Ciao for Sams. Mama, you like your hair. So yes, imagine even this small pikin dey ask me all time say mama we dey go back for Africa na, which time you can understand the fun that is in Africa. So my advice for you is, guys, don't shy away. We are all black people, we are Africans. We know that no matter how long you stay here,
you will never become a fish. Like the popular saying that no matter how a piece of wood stays in the ocean, it never become a fish.
Yeah, it wouldn't. So make una go Africa, go find out for yourself. Thank you, man.
Okay, thank you for being so passionate and positive about the things that you do.